and deep exhalation first. Make sure that you focus only on the breath and the thought doesn't wander anywhere else. So when you observe your breath, you will know the intensity of your pranayama. So at least do 4 times. Use only one hand. Okay. And relax the entire physical body and the mind. So there should be no source of disturbance. As you practice for a long time, quickly you should be able to establish quietude of the mind through pranayama. So when your mind especially is totally relaxed, using the Upanishad mantras as the support, you have to do mananam on supreme truth, which is called Brahman. All on cameras, Redmi, Priya, K, all of you, huh? Camera on. And when you study Vedanta in detail, you'll understand that this process is called as Nididhyasanam. So today, let's take the Kathopanishad mantra. It says that in this physical body, there is something that doesn't belong to the body. Though present within the body, it is not connected with the body. Look at it. What a wonderful mantra. It doesn't have any qualities of the body, but even then it is a supporter of the body. It is beyond the 3 states of experience that the mind goes through, and that is the supreme principle, Brahma Tattvam, Shuddha Chaitanyam, Atman. And why should I know all these things? One who knows this supreme principle as being available in every living being as the consciousness principle, including me, doesn't mean others, attains immortality. Ashariram sharireshu anavasthveshvavasthitam mahantam vibhumatmanam matva dhiro na shochati. Sharireshu ashariram. Within this physical body, there is a principle which doesn't belong to the physical body. Are you getting what I'm saying? Sharireshu ashariram. Anavastveshu avasthitam. So avasthitam, it is present, but It is beyond the three states of experience. Now you see, unexplainable. Whatever we cognize has to belong to the three states of experience. Either what? Jagradavastha, Swapnavastha, or Sushupti Avastha. Jagradavastha means waking state. Swapnavastha means the state of dreaming. All of us dream, right? And Sushupti Avastha is the deep sleep where there is neither the waking state nor the dreaming state. It's called a deep sleep state. Sushupti Avastha. It is called Avasthatrayam. After the Dhyanam, write down all these things before you forget. Avasthatraya Vivekaha. That's what is one of the methods to understand the supreme principle. So this mantra employs two aspects. One, which is not matter, ashariram, and two, which is beyond the three states of experience. So, avasthatraya atitam, beyond the three states of experience. Anavastheshu avasthitam. Tam mahan, that is the greatest principle, greater than the greatest. Vibham, glorious. Once you know about the Atman, Brahman, that's what we study in the Vibhuti Yoga, Vishwarupa Darshana Yoga, Raja Vidya, Raja Gustya Yoga, all those things, 9, 10, 11 chapters, all those things, the greatness of supreme principle. Oh, Vibhum Atmanam. Now you see, where is it? It is your own true nature, Atmanam, closer than the closest, nearer than the nearest. Atma means self. So, Atman is the closest principle, is your own nature. So, Mahantam Vibhum Atmanam. Matva, the most important word in this mantra is Matva. Matva comes from the root Mati. Mati means what? Knowledge, understanding. So, one who understands Matva, Dhiraha. So, it's not possible by normal people. You have to be a Dhiraha, Kaschid Dhiraha. Pratyagatmana Mekshati, Avrita Chakshuramritatvam Ichan. All these have to be connected. So, Matva Dhiraha Na Shochati goes beyond all the sorrows, establishes in supreme bliss, infinite bliss, eternal bliss. So, how to achieve that? Bhagavan has explained in the 7th chapter. We will revise that and set the foundation for the 8th chapter today. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Hari Om. Vakratunda Mahakaya Surya Koti Samaprabha. Nirbighnam Kuru Me Deva Sarvakaryeshu Sarvada. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha. Guru Sakshat Parambrahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Nidhaye Sarva Vidyanam Shaje Bhavaroginam. Gurave Sarva Lokanam Dakshinamurte Namaha. Sadashiva Samarambham Shankara Acharya Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam. Rutismati Purananam Karunalayam Namami Bhagavatpada Shankaram Lokashankaram Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Badarayanam Sutra Bhashyakatam Vande Bhagavanto Punah Punah Ishvaro Gururatmeti Murti Veda Vibhagine Vyomavat Vyapta Dehaja Dakshinamurtaye Namaha Apara Karuna Sindhum Jnanadam Shantarupinam Sri Chandrasekhara Gurum Pranamami Mudanmaham Om. All of it chant Yam Brahma at least loudly. Yam Brahma Varunendra Rudra Marutaha Stunvanti Nimyai Stavaihi Medai Sangapadhakramo Panishader Gajanti Yam Samagaha Dhyanavasthita Tadgatena Manasa Pashyanti Yam Yoginaha Yasyantam na Vidusura Suraganaha Devaya Tasmai Namaha Devaya Tasmai Namaha Om Shri Krishnaya Paramatmane Namaha. Now the 6 slokas. Om Shri Ganeshaya Namaha Shri Saraswati Namaha Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Hari Om. Shri Bhagavanu Vacha Deshamevanukampartham Ahamajnanajam Tamaha Nashayamyatma bhavasthaha Jnanadipena bhasvata jyotishamapi tajyotihi tamasah paramuchyate jnanam gneyam jnanagamyam Hridi sarvasya vishtitam nahi jnanena sadrisham pavitramiha vidyate tatsvayam yoga samsiddha kalenatmani vindati jnanena tu tadajnanam esham nashitamatmanaha teshamaditya prakashayati tatparam यथैधांसि समिद्धोऽग्निः भस्मसात् कुरुते अर्जुन ज्ञानाग्निः सर्वकर्माणि भस्मसात् कुरुते तथा यस्य सर्वे समारम्भाः कामसङ्कल्पवर्जिताः ज्ञानाग्निदग्धकर्माणम् तमाहुः पण्डितं बुधाः ओम शांति 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 अथ श्रीमद् भगवद गीता सप्तमोऽध्यायः ज्ञान विज्ञान योगः ओम नारायणः परो व्यक्तात् अंडमं व्यक्त संभवम् अंडस्यान्तस्त्विमे लोकाः सप्तद्वीपा च मेदिनी ओम Now let's chant sloka number 29 and 30, the last two slokas together, so that you understand the continuity of these two slokas. Shri Bhagavan Uvacha Jara Marana Mokshaya Mamashritya Yatanti Ye Te Brahma Tadviduh Kritsnam Adhyatmam karma chakhilam. Shloka number 30. Sri Bhagavanu vacha Sadhi bhutadhi devam mam Sadhi yajnam cha ye viduhu Prayana kale pichamam Te vidur yukta chetasaha. Chant the Purti Shloka with me. You all have learned it earlier. So chant with me. Om Tat Saditi Srimad Bhagavad Gita Su Upanishatsu Brahma Vidyayam Yoga Shastre Sri Krishna Arjuna Samvade Jnana Vijnana Yogo Nama Saptamodhyayaha Om Tat Sat Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hardam Swagatam. Hearty welcome to the next session, concluding session of the 7th chapter. Now you see, the 7th chapter is a very small chapter, only 30 slokas. In 30 slokas, Bhagavan has explained the supreme truth and also laid the foundation for the next chapter. It's a very intense, deep chapter. So today we will revise because you have forgotten everything. Pretty sure. Correct again? So you have forgotten by now. So let us revise so that we have this in memory when we start the 8th chapter. So up to 28, Bhagavan, the last few slokas, last 3-4 slokas up to 28, Bhagavan has told what kind of sadhana you need to do to get vijnanam. Yesham tu antagatam papam. Jananam punyakarmanam te dvandva moha nirmuktaha. Very important. How can I say that I am ready for Brahma-Gnanam? And also, if you got Brahma-Gnanam, you have to be what? Dvandva moha nirmuktaha. Write down. Dvandva moha nirmuktaha means people who are totally free from the delusion of duality. Underline this word and do mananam. Bhagavan himself is saying duality is a delusion. Are understanding? Napa? All of you very, quickly forget everything. Last time I asked the question, is duality a delusion or duality is a reality? Can we answer? Huh? Duality is a delusion. And what is the word that is representing this concept? Dvandva nirmuktaha. Dvandva mohena bharata. Correct. Very good, Ken. See, two places Bhagavan has mentioned. 27, underline, bold, put square. Dvandva mohena. Dvandva moha nirmuktaha. The Dvandva moham is the cause for you to be born again and again and again. That is there by default at the time of birth. This is what Acharya calls adhyasam. That's why Acharya began the Brahma Sutra Bhashyam with adhyasa bhashyam. Fundamental problem. That's the greatness of Mahan. They will look at the fundamental problem and then start the process of providing solution for the fundamental problem. Please write down. Fundamental problem we have is adhyasam, which is nothing but avidya, ajnanam, which is manifesting as dvandva moham. Moment, duality, I, me, mine, you yourself rest starts, then the problem starts. Then, so what is the solution for this? If the problem is dvandva moham, LV sir, tell me. The problem is dvandva moham, what should be the solution? You should become dvandva moha nirmuktam. Rajaka, write down. The problem is dvandva moham. Shloka number 27. Bhanumati madam, please follow. Be traditional. No win over and all, not right. Follow. Put Sanskrit words properly. Bhagavan is saying Sanskrit. Huh? So, the solution is dvandva moha nirmuktam. Can somebody write? Problem is equal to dvandva moham. Learn some Sanskrit words. You all go to Sanskrit and Samskrita Bharati, learn Sanskrit. Useless. Waste. Study Sanskrit with Bhagavad Gita. So the problem is dvandva moham, delusion of duality. And the solution is dvandva moha nirmuktam. This is the Bahuvachana. Dvandva moha nirmuktaha. Bhagavan says only those people who have won over the delusion of duality will be able to focus on the ultimate truth. Bhajante mam dridham vrataha. Bhajante means not doing bhajana. Nama Sankirtana. Bhajante here means focus with a lot of firm resolve on the study of Vedanta Shastras. Is it easy? Every time you have to drag yourself to Gita class. See, even in Gita class, you don't switch on your phone. I mean, your camera. So many Saudamini, Rutuvaj, Gita Ramesh, Shivani, all of you, switch on camera, no? Huh? There is no resolve, firm resolve to study. That is a problem. How will you? The beginning itself is a problem. Huh? First step itself, you are not able to. What is a firm resolve? Where you just. Oh, the reason I am asking this on camera is when I see your face, I will know whether you are understanding or not. That is the reason. Nothing else. Then I can actually present it in different ways so that you understand. This lessons are for you to understand. This is not for table, chair, no wall and all. Getting? Switch on cameras, make sincere notes, and understand. Look at Lalita madam and all. No? Even though there are such senior people, they switch on camera and attending regularly. Have some sincerity and dedication, otherwise you are wasting your time. Okay. So write down. Problem is equal to dvandva moham. Solution is equal to dvandva moha nirmuktam. So the moment duality is arising, problem is there. So it's not going to happen tomorrow. But what? See, please understand. See, whenever this thought starts appearing in the mind and you keep on thinking about this intensely, you don't need to, what? Tomorrow it will not happen. You will not become free from delusion of duality. But the very thought that I should become free from the delusion of duality, keep on thinking about it, automatically the process will be set forth. And it will happen over a period of time. Are you getting my point? The deep down desire over a period of time becomes reality, whether it is good or bad. That is how the mind works, and the mind then forces the physical body to go and do the actions. Now, okay, sir, I have the deep down desire, sir, but I may not be able to achieve Atma-Gnanam, Brahma-Gnanam in this life. So what is the use? So Bhagavan is saying, even though you may not achieve Jnanam, you will start getting an excellent idea, in-depth knowledge of all the key elements that are required to get Jnanam. What are they? Write down. 6 key principles and an important 7th concept. Write down. There are totally 7 things technically. So Bhagavan is what? Condensing all that you need to know into 7 key topics. That is the beauty of the Gita. Bhagavan is teaching us. What are the key topics? And each is all connected. They're all, when you study the next chapter, 8th chapter, you'll see how all these are beautifully connected. So Bhagavan says, Shloka number 29, Jara Marana Mokshaya Mama Shritya Yatantiye. That means what? This is the fundamental criteria that is going to be what? Overriding everything. It means what? Your constant focus on Bhagavan's statement, Mam Ashritya Yatantiye. So, for me to get freedom from birth and death, Jara Marana Moksha. Yeah, Jara means what? Anybody quickly? Jara, old age. Very good, Arvind. Bhagavan told elsewhere, Janma Mrityu Jara Vyadhi Dukkha Dosha Darshanam. Where you heard this, no? Janma Mrityu Jara Vyadhi. Janma means what? Birth. Mrityu, death. Jara, old age. Vyadhi. What? Vyadhi means what? Adi Vyadhi. What is Vyadhi? Disease. Are we subjected to all these 4 or not? Can anybody beat all these 4? Janma, Mrityu, Jara, Vyadhi. All this is Dukkham, Dukkha, Dosha, Anudarshanam. So if you want to get rid of, and what is the fundamental cause for Jara, Mrityu and Maranam? Let me see whether anybody is thinking. In the 4 terms, Janma, Mrityu, Jara, Vyadhi, Marana, Jananam, correct, Janma, very good. So the moment you tackle Janma, Mrityu, Jara, Vyadhi will be taken care of. How? If I am not born, if I am unborn, I will have no, what? Jara means old age. I will not have Mrityu, I will not have death. So, and definitely will have any disease. Disease for what? Physical body. So the key is Janma. So those who don't want to be having a physical body again, those who don't want to be born again, they will resort to knowing the supreme truth. What kind of bhakta will you become? Artha bhakta, Artharthi bhakta, Bhagavane, give me money, solve my problem, same thing. From morning to till see, what you should do is, in the puja room, you should put on recorder and chant aloud to Bhagavan, what all you're asking. After every year, you just replay it and see how many times you ask Bhagavan for the same things. In BK Nagaraj, correct? Bhagavan ad madappa, id madappa. See, look, have you ever thought about Bhagavan? Each one of you are asking Bhagavan maybe 100 things a day. Like that, if everybody is asking, what does Bhagavan do? Tell me. We never think about Bhagavan. For us, Bhagavan should always do everything for us. Move away from Artha Bhakta, Artharthi Bhakta. Initially, yes. Once you are at least a little bit settled, then focus on what? Jignasu Bhakti, knowing the ultimate truth, and become a Jnani in this life itself. So Bhagavan says, in the process, you will understand first, Brahman. Brahma. Brahma here is what? Not Dirgham. Hraswam. I told you, what is Amara Kosha? For the word Brahma. Vedas Tattvam Tapo Brahma Brahma Viprah Prajapatihi. Okay, another board ba? There is a padikino. Okay, Brahma. In that, it is the first part. So, Vedas Tattvam Tapo Brahma. Arvind, Burirda. It is Brahma. It is what Tattvam. Brahmam, Brahma-Gnanam. One, write down Brahma. Tad Viduhu. That means what? They will know technically what is Brahman. And the two what? Kritshnam completely, not just now partially. Then you will know what is Adhyatmam. Adhyatmam means the self, the Jivatma Tattvam. And then even beyond Jivatma, what is the fundamental substratum for the Jivatma? If there is Jivatma, what does it mean? There is consciousness, there is life principle. So, Adhyatmam. And I told you one sentence. Adhyatma Vidya Vidyanam. Where we heard this, no? So that is the knowledge of Adhyatmam, knowledge of the Atman, knowledge of the Jivatman, and then the principle behind Jivatman is the ultimate knowledge. Then what is karma? Because we are involved in karma from morning to night. Yes or no? Are we not involved in actions continuously? Niyatam kuru karmatvam karmajyahyo hya karmanaha. Always in action. What is this karma? How it is connected to Brahman? How is it connected to Adhyatmam? Then, number 4, you will understand what is Adhibhutam. Write down, separately breaking down. Adhibhutam. Then you will understand what is Adhidevam. Don't become Brahmasti. Don't say Adidevam. Don't say Adhibhutam. Nah, Arun, correct? It is Adhibhutam. It is Adhidevam. And Adhiyajnam. Everything is Adhi. Adhiyajnam. What exactly it is, we will discover in the next chapter. But Bhagavan is saying, so you will know all these things. What is Adhibhutam? What is Adhidevam? What is Adhiyajnam? And importantly, sir, if I don't get Brahma-Gnanam in this life, and if you're not camera on, stand camera, Srini, Swami, NKV, sir, Shivani, all of you, Galaxy, all of you, DVS Shastri, why? Be serious, So if I don't get Brahma-Gnanam, what is guaranteed? There are only two things. Arvind, you tell me, he's very sharp. If I get Brahma-Gnanam, will I be born again? I will not be born again. If I don't get Brahma-Gnanam, will I be born again? Yes. Very simple. I'm making very, very simple for you. Write down. If I get Brahma-Gnanam, I will not be born again. If I don't get Brahma-Gnanam, I'll be born again. If I'm born again, that means what? After this physical body perishes, what happens to me? You want to know or not? So what happens to me after this physical body? You say I'm going to be reborn. How will I be reborn? What will happen to me? What is the best way for me to make sure at least if this life I am not successful, next life let me be successful. Now there are some people who told me, sir, this life is very difficult, sir. Too many problems. Bharati Mohan camera is not on. Too many problems. I cannot get Gnanam in this life. So I am focusing on what to do in next life. Brihaspati is there. Satish avare ಇಬ್ಬರು ಮೂರು ಜನ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು ನನಗೆ ಬೆಂಗಳೂರಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಈ ಜನ್ಮದಲ್ಲಿ ಆಗಲ್ಲ, ಇವಾಗ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ, ರಿಟೈರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ತಗೊಂಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಮುಂದಿನ ಜನ್ಮಕ್ಕೆ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು ಅದಕ್ಕೆಲ್ಲ ನಾನು ಇವಾಗ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ದೇರ್? ಐ ಮೀನ್, why are you focusing? You do whatever time is left, focus on Brahma-Gnanam. ಎಲ್ಲ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. So Bhagavan is saying, if you're firmly determined that you will not get Brahma-Gnanam, then Bhagavan is saying, I will teach you one other important technique or upadesham, how to remember Bhagavan at the time of death. That looks more, palatable, right? Sir, this Brahma-Gnanam, anyway, what is Brahman? We don't know. What is the Gnanam also? We don't know. Brahma-Gnanam is all, everything is there. It is Bhagavan, I know. Many people are telling, because all your grandfather, grandmother, all people who are somewhere religious will say, somehow you should remember Bhagavan at the time of death. Yes or no? Have you heard this or not? Somehow you should remember Bhagavan. So, Bhagavan is saying, I myself will teach you. How you should remember? The how has got two aspects. How means in what way should you remember me? And what are the steps you need to do to remember me in that way? You don't imagine Bhagavan as something. So Bhagavan is saying, I will tell you what is the way you should, what means what, in what form, shape, color, whatever that is there. That. And to remember Bhagavan that way, what are the steps you need to do? Important or not? Suddenly when you know are dying, will you know get the thought of Bhagavan in the mind? NRS, tell me. See, I'll give you a small example. You want to really know whether I'll remember Bhagavan or dream of death. One small test you do for yourself. When you get up in the morning, the first time you are awake, are able to think about Bhagavan? You don't tell me, but you think, you put your own self-exercise. Krishna, if consistently every day morning, the moment the first pratyayam, the consciousness thought comes, I'm able to remember Bhagavan. Try at least that. If you keep, the moment the mind starts getting awake, what Jagrada Avastha starts, the mind can, at least the first thought can be Bhagavan, then there is a very good chance. I'm just giving an example. Okay, that is why even when you get up in the morning, if you don't remember what we say, quickly get up and do Karagre Vasate Lakshmihi Karamadhe Saraswati Karamune Gauri Syat Prabhate Karadarshanam. At least start like that. So Bhagavan says that I will teach you, or this person will come to know how, through Bhagavan's teaching, how to know Bhagavan at the time of it. Now, can somebody summarize all the 7 things? So now, PVA is done for 29 and 30 or not? Somebody confirm? Yes, 29 PVA done. 30 not done. 29 is done, right? 29 is done. 29. Okay, very good. Venkat Stone is perfect. Okay, now let us look at Padavibhaga Anmaya for Shloka number 30. Sadhibhutadhi Daivam. One word. Mam. Sadhi Yajnam. Cha. Ye. Viduhu. Prayana Kale. Api. Cha. Mam. Te. Viduhu. Yukta Chetasaha. Is it fast? Are you able to write down clearly? 13. Very good. Now, Anmaya. Can I go to Anmaya? How we got the Padavibhaga? Simple, no? Everything is all independent words only. Only Prayana Kale, Api, Cha, Mam, Te, Viduhu. See, whenever Rakaram comes in between, you should expect Visarga in most cases. Okay? In a compound word. Clear, no? Can 5 people say, got the Padavibhaga correctly? Right. Now, Anmaya. Te Yukta Chetasaha. All are very important. Yukta Chetasaha. Ye Viduhu Mam. Sadhibhutadi Daivam. Where is this? Sadhibhutadi Daivam. You have to search. First word. Correct. Now you see where is it coming now? 6th word. Now you see that is what? Anvaya. Sadhibhutadi Daivam. Cha. Sadhi Yajnam. Viduhu Mam. Prayana Kale. Api. Cha. Clear? Again. 10 o'clock. Testing time. The testing 10. East Coast. Correct. 10 TT. Even Canada people. Testing 10. Krishna here. So I say, have small nap before the class. Doesn't matter. Should be alert during Vedanta. Guruji say, Churka girveko. When you study Vedanta, understand properly, it becomes transformational. Please understand. Okay, now, meaning te means what? Those people. Sahataute. Somewhere you heard, no? Sahataute satetaha. Nah. Te means what? Bahuvachana. Those people. What? Yukta chetasaha. Yuktaha means what? who are disciplined, who are dedicated, who are focused. Yukta chetasaha. Chetasaha means what? With the mind. Chitta. Chitta means the mind stuff. Yukta chetasaha. With disciplined mind, focused mind, dedicated mind, undistracted mind, disciplined mind. Clear? That means what? It's a very fundamental requirement, correct? It's the most difficult, right, Radhakrishnan sir? How to discipline the mind. You don't need to say, hey, Manase, relax, please. Manase, discipline, please. No. You just employ the mind in the right activity. All you need to do is push yourself to do the right activity. That's why Vedas begin with a lot of importance for karma. Now you understanding? Whether your mind is in it or not, physically, early morning start your karma. That means what? Nitya karma. Here, Karagre, you do quickly, wash up, clean up, then do Sandhya Vandanam, Dapam. Quickly, then at least discipline is coming or not. All of you tell me, have you all realized? 1 hour after getting up, you are more disciplined than the time of getting up. Correct, Ram Raman? After getting up, immediately, another day. Correct? At least 1 hour after doing some activities, you are at least, now there is some, you are on the line. Correct? That is why you look at the greatness of our rishis, sages. Immediately in the morning, they say what all you should do. Quickly you get into action and you are on the path. So Bhagavan says that Yukta Chetasaha means what? Disciplined mind. So this people disciplined mind already have started knowing 3 things. What are they? Previous sloka, Brahma, then Adhyatmam, Karma. Brahma means Brahman, Adhyatma means word self, Karma means action. Ye viduhu. So Bhagavan says, who know. Te yukta chetasaha ye viduhu. Who know mam, me. Means what? Not Bhagavan as Krishna Paramatma. Means what? In the process of being a Jignasu Bhakta and becoming Jnani Bhakta, if you know Bhagavan, Brahma-Gnani also will know all these 6 things. In the process of knowing Bhagavan, you will know these 6 things. What are they? 3 are already over. Who know me will definitely know Sadhi Bhutadi Deivam. Write down. Sadhi Bhutam Cha, Sadhi Deivam Cha, Sadhi Bhutadi Deivam. There are 2 things. So now break. Sa plus Adhibhutadhideivam. Sa plus Adhibhutam plus Adhideivam is called Sadhibhutadhideivam. Always Sakaram along with a remaining part of word in a compound word means along with. Write down. Saha. No, Saha means what? Along with. So, Sadhibhutadhideivam means what? Along with Adhibhutam and Adhideivam. Adhibhutam means with respect to living beings. Write down. There is something that is an important aspect of all. Bhutam means what? Bhutam doesn't mean no. In Kannada, Bhuta Deva. It's not ghost. Bhutam means living beings. Na yareல்லாம் தர்ப்பணம் பண்றீங்களோ என்ன ராக்ஷன் பித்ருபூதஸ்ச சொல்றோமா இல்லையா? That means what? The Pitris are in living being in some other world. So Bhutam means living. Okay. Adhideivam, something very importantly connected with the gods. So normal living beings and gods, Adhideivam. Then Adhiyajnam, you all know Yajnam. What is Yajnam? I know you should know Yajna. Yajna means what? Offering. Yajna means offering. Please understand. Yajadeva pujayam. Write down. The word yajnam comes from the root yaja. Yaja means offering. It means worship. Correct. So what is the aspect of worship that is connecting the living beings and the gods? Now you are connecting now or understanding? As a living being, I am doing worship to the gods. Daivadhinam Jagat Sarvam Mantradhinam tu Daivatam Tan Mantram Brahmanadhinam Brahmano Mama Daivatam. So it's not just Agni. There are a lot of things you'll understand the 8th chapter. What is Adhiyajnam? Clear? Huh? See, you normally some people have heard the word Adhishtanam. Yes or no? Everybody says, I go to Adhishtanam. I go to Adhishtanam, do puja. I go to Adhishtanam, Mahapriya Adhishtanam in Kanchipuram. I tell Mahapriya listens to all that I'm saying. I'll get answers. Correct? Huh? Many people have belief. Have you ever thought about Adhishtanam means what? Blindly we do. Even the people there, they don't know what Adhishtanam. Write on. Adhisthanam iti Adhishtanam. That means Sthanam, the place where the Mahan is there. Adhi. They have kept some kind of some kind of symbol, right? That is called Adhishtanam. So like that, you see why Adhidevam, Adhiyajnam, Adhibhutam, Adhi plus Atmam is Adhyatmam. Are you getting 4 words connected to Adhi? So without even knowing what is Adhi, if we keep on studying, what is the use? No use. With respect to. That means that which is on top of, that which is explaining, that which is with respect to is called Adhi. Clear? So, Sadhibhutadhi Devam. So understood? Sa Adhibhutam, Sa Adhidevam, Sa Adhiyajnam, along with Adhibhutam, along with Adhidevam, along with Adhiyajnam. Why along with? In the process of knowing me, they will know also this. Along with that, they will know this. Are you getting my point? Nah. When you are going to what? School, not only are you learning subject matter, but also you're getting something along the process. What is that? How to be disciplined. Yes or no? You have to be in the class on time. You should not honestly do gossip in the class. Correct? Huh? Should not throw paper at the teacher. Correct? Yes or no? All of you done or not? Should not do all those things. So that is what? Is it direct? Is it direct or indirect? Incidental. Very good. In the process, you will, those incidental will become very limited. In the process you will understand all these things. Sir, why should I know all these things, sir? You will know in the 8th chapter. Why you should know all these things. Now with this, we have completed the 7th chapter. What is the 7th chapter? At least first tell the name. What is 7th chapter name? What? Jnana Vijnana Yoga. That means what? There are 2 aspects. Jnanam and Vijnanam. And that is the central theme of the 7th chapter. Let's understand through the ebook, all of you. If you're not downloaded, at least go and download now before the 8th chapter starts. And let me tell you, the 8th chapter will be an excellent, engrossing, if you want to use the word riveting, it will be really tie you to that subject. Because many of you want to know what is going to happen to me, sir. Will I get to know? Will I do business? Many people ask, will I do business? Will I earn profit? Will I become a billionaire, millionaire in 10 years? And again, go and ask, no? Whether you become millionaire, billionaire in 10 years, Bhagavan is going to tell what is going to happen to you in 1,000 years from now or 5,000 years from now. Mukundarangan, correct? As they say in investment, you cannot say what is going to happen in 6 months or 1 year to your money. But you can say definitely in 10 years you will double your money if you do something intelligently. If you do intelligently some actions, definitely you will be able to reap the benefits over a long period of time, which is next life. All that you'll understand in the 8th chapter. So let's quickly, because that is such an engrossing topic, 8th chapter, you'll forget 7th chapter. So quickly, let us go through the 7th chapter. So what is 7th chapter? Jnana Vijnana Yoga. Write down if you're not written down today. Within 10 lines, summarize 7th chapter. Jnanam plus Vijnanam. Anvaya is incomplete. Okay. So Sadhi Yajnam, Arji Yajnam, Viduhu Mam. Oh, correct. Somebody, Viduhu Mam. Viduhu means will remember me, Mam. Prayana Kale Api Cha. Prayana Kale means, Prayana means what? We all know, travel. We all know all our travel from what? New Jersey to Niagara Falls. Kane will go. Or New Jersey to India, he'll come. Jaipur. That is travel, you know. This is the Mahaprayanam. Write down. I told you, no? One of my uncles always goes to US because all his children in US. Whenever I call him, I'm preparing for travel. He's more than 75, close to 80 years, 80 plus almost. What travel? I ask him. He says, no, I go to US. All my people, children are there. Sundar Mama, na solluven. Have you prepared for the Mahaprayanam? Have you prepared for the big travel that you are going to undertake? No, adallam mudiyaduppa. See? Please understand, this big travel is waiting for you. Have you bought a ticket for it? Have you paid any money for the ticket? You pay for the air ticket, bus ticket, and Elvis, sir. This ticket is already available when you are born. Along with the birth, a free ticket is coming. I'm telling you, none of us really realize what is that is waiting for us, what is in store for us. Something called as last breath, then there is a next life. What will happen? Without any thought, left, right, center, we are acting in this world. Yes or no? Tell me. Are you able to think about the consequences? See, think for a minute. What is happening to me in this life? You are going through so much of problems, pressures, unnecessary tension. Yes or no? If not, continue at least some parts we are getting that problem or not. Tell me. Yes or no? It should be frank. Spiritual, life. Something is bothering us or not? Huh? Why? Because of something that we did in the previous life. Please understand. If this should not continue, you have to understand how to prepare yourself for the Mahaprayanam. If you're not able to get Jnanam and Moksham, make sure there is a way to remember Bhagavan at the time of death. Bhagavan says, Viduhu Mam will remember me. Prayana Kale. That means what? Mahaprayan, a time of death. Apicha also, even that I will teach. So somebody should have a technical question. Nobody has the question, so I'll ask the question again. So Bhagavan told in between, Ye viduhu mam, who know me will know all these things. Sir, you are saying in the process, without even getting Brahma-Gnanam, they will know all these things. So understand, the very fact that Bhagavan has told Prayana Kale Apicha Mam Viduhu, that means what? Who has to remember Bhagavan at the time of death? One who is not a Brahma-Gnani. One who remembers Bhagavan will have a travel to some other loka also. For a person who has got Jnanam, there is no travel. So Bhagavan says both people, those who know Brahman, also those who are going to travel, that means those who don't get Brahma-Gnanam will know all these 6 things. Meenakshi madam purinjada, technical point. So this is in the process of knowing Brahman, whether you get Jnanam or not, you will be able to understand, appreciate all these concepts. Clear? Write down. Natasya pranaha utkramanti brahmaivasan brahmapyeti. Now come back quickly. What are the 2 big topics of Jnana Vijnana Yoga? Jnanam plus Vijnanam. What is Jnanam? Jnanam is knowledge. Knowledge about what? About all my money, position, house, car, bangla. Is that? Jnana means what? Jnanam is knowledge of supreme truth. Very good. Knowledge of Brahman. What is this knowledge? What is this Brahman? When you say Brahman is equal to Ishvara Tattvam is equal to what? Para Prakriti plus Apara Prakriti. Consciousness principle plus matter principle. The matter principle is dealt with first. So it has got 8 sub-principles. You forgot? Go back. Shloka number what? Bhumirapo nalo vayuhu khammano buddhirevacha ahankara iti yamme bhinna prakriti rashtadha. Right, shloka number 4. In the summary, you write. Shloka number 4, Bhagavan has told about ashtadha prakritihi. The 8 matter principles. That is what? The lower or apara prakriti. Then, what is the para prakriti? Apareyam itaha tu anyam prakritim vidhi me param jiva bhutam mahabaho yaya idam dhargyate jagate. That principle which supports Supreme conscious principle. When you say consciousness, don't focus only on consciousness. It's got three aspects. Write down. Sat, Chit, what? Anandam. So people say, consciousness, sir, how can it support everything, sir? That Sat itself is what? Existence. Sat means existence. Brahman alone provides existence to everything, supporting principle. Chit, consciousness principle. Anandam, supreme bliss. Clear, huh? So that is what? Apara prakriti, para prakriti. Quick, quick, quick. Otherwise, no class will extend. I want to close on time. Para prakriti. So go back to the ebook. So page number 3, knowledge of God, supreme truth, as what? Apara prakriti and para prakriti. It's very nicely, our team has put the picture. When you focus on knowing Bhagavan truly, what do you get? Aham Brahmasmi Gnanam and Moksham. Page number 4, nature of God. Beautifully told. All the 8 principles. And then what? Sutre Manigana Iva. Look at the second picture on page number 4. I hope you are looking at the picture. You got the book or not? Vijay Raghavan, see. So there is one line connecting all the things. Can you see? If the line is made invisible, you will not know that line. To make it visible to you, the team has shown that line. Doesn't mean that is a thread. The thread that connects, just like a thread is connecting all the different pearls in your necklace of pearls. Bhagavan Sat principle is connecting and making sure everything is sustained. Otherwise, they all fall off. So that is Bhagavan higher nature. Yaya idam dharyate jagate. So, sir, all this fine. So Bhagavan from there up to from shloka number, write down, from shloka number 4, okay, up to shloka number what? Different aspects of Bhagavan. Up to shloka number 12, Bhagavan dealt with how you have to recognize Bhagavan in various matter principles. Can you see? After explaining what is the higher principle, it is conscious principle. Rasohamapsu kaunteya, from there shloka number 8 up to Echaiva Satvika. All these are what? All the matter principle are condensed into 3 principles. What are they? 3 gunas. Rajo gunam, tamo gunam, sattva gunam. You see now? That's matter. Do you understand or you are all lost? Echaiva Satvika bhavaha rajasas tamasascha ye. Mattaye veti tan vidhi natvaham teshu te mai. Shloka number 12. Write down. Bhagavan has told all these are nothing but Maya Tattvam, fundamental matter. Is God? Sattva, Rajas, Tamas. Sir, all this is fine, sir. You are saying that there is Apara Prakriti, Para Prakriti, matter, consciousness. Nobody has seen Sattva Gunam. Has anybody seen Sattva Gunam? Has anybody analyzed chemically Sattva Gunam, Rajo Gunam, Tamo Gunam, sir? All is not, we are not able to understand, sir. Why? So Bhagavan says, next concept. Why you are not able to understand Bhagavan? Why am I stuck in samsara? So Bhagavan says that you are not made any effort to know the supreme truth. And so you are focusing only on what? Even though you go to Bhagavan, you are focusing on what? Artha Bhakta and Artharthi Bhakta. Now you see Bhagavan building a story. I'm going to Bhagavan only to get money or solve problems. So if you don't have focus to know me, how will you know me? How will you know supreme truth? So initially everybody is Artha Bhakta, Artharthi Bhakta. Then from there you move to being a Jignasu Bhakta. So transform yourself to a person who is interested to know Bhagavan. So Bhagavan talked about page number 7. Sakama Bhakti and Nishkama Bhakti. So at some point in time, so I'll give you small tips and tools. Now it shall write down. You do one thing, out of 100% of the time you dedicate to Bhagavan, okay, 60-70% do Sakama Bhakti. That means what? Pray to Bhagavan for fulfilling desires. 30-40% at least you do for what? Nishkama Bhakti, for Chitta Shuddhi and Jnanam. Can we do that? It's more easy, Arvind. Many people are worried. If I pray to Bhagavan only for knowledge, I may not get money. I may not, problems will not be solved. So to get your psychological, emotional problem solved, 60% you do what? Sakama Bhakti. 40% you do at least Nishkama Bhakti. Page number 7. Follow that. Then, to do Sakama Bhakti, what will happen? Bhagavan slowly increases your faith in whichever means you're employing. Some people say, sir, for me, Ganesha will help, sir. I'm not sure other gods will help. So start with Ganesha, no problem. Like that, no, fix to one God, Eka Bhakti. So Eka Rupa Bhakti, do that systematically. Slowly you will understand the supreme principle is responsible for all your results. Write down. Eko Deva Sarva Bhuteshu Gudaha Sarvam Vyapi Sarva Bhutantaratma Karmadhyakshaha Sarva Bhutadhivasaha Sakshi Cheta Kevalo Nirgunascha. So from what? Rupa Bhakti to Arupa Bhakti. So from Guna Bhakti to Nirguna Bhakti, you will be able to move. So page number 8. Culmination is Nishkama Bhakti. And so when you are dedicated with a disciplined mind to know the ultimate truth, not only if your prarabdham is what? Favorable to you. What is prarabdham? Write down. Prakarshena arabhate. What has already started yielding fruit in this life. That means what? Your Purajana samskara is already favorable to you to get jnanam. You will get jnanam. Even if you don't get jnanam, you will understand the 7 key concepts which are going to help you to fortify your knowledge on Brahman. And what is that? We will discover in the next class. 8th chapter, we will do one thing. We will chant one shloka of the 8th chapter today. Today there is some very interesting coincidence. Today, people who are doing Tarpanam will know that today is both Saptami and Ashtami. NRS. Half a day Saptami, then Ashtami. What are we doing? Saptamodhyayaha completed. We are starting Ashtamodhyaya. This is the way Bhagavan is showing. Without a coincidence, you don't need. So we will chant at least the first couple of shlokas in the 8th chapter and we will conclude the class. Now, Atha Srimad Bhagavad Gita Ashtamodhyayaha Akshara Brahma Yogaha. So chant with me. So don't say Ashta. It is Ashta. Okay. No, not Tatha. Ashta. Correct? Huh? So now together. Atha Srimad Bhagavad Gita Ashtamodhyayaha Akshara Brahma Yogaha. Who is chanting today? Be ready. Arjuna Uvacha Kim Tad Brahma Kim Adhyatmam Kim Karma Purushottama Adhibhutancha Kim Proktam Adhidaivam Kimuchyate. Arjuna Uvacha.
Arjuna Uvacha. Arjuna Uvacha.
It's okay. I think you got 2 devices somewhere.
Yeah. Arjuna Uvacha. Kim tad brahma kim adhyatmam kim karma purushottama adhibhutam cha kim proktam adhidaivam kimuchyate.
Very good. Sloka number 2. Arjuna Vacha continues. Adhi yajñah katham kotra dehesmin madhusudana prayana kale cha katham neyosi niyatatmabhihi.
Adi yajñah katham kotra dehesmin madhusudana prayana kale cha katham neyosi niyatatmabhihi.
Very good. Office together. Arjuna Vacha Adhi Yajñah Katham Kotra Dehesmin Madhusudana Prayana Kale Cha Katham Neyosi Niyatatmabhihi. Om Shanti Shanti Shantihi. Now homework for couple of days now. Write down. All of you take pen, pencil. Are you all got? Huh? Look at sloka number 1. Kim tad Brahma. So put a circle. Brahma, number 1. Kim adhyatmam, number 2. Kim karma, number 3. You heard all these terms, right? Somewhere. Where did we hear all these terms? Where? Same order in the previous chapter. Kim tad Brahma, Kim adhyatmam, Kim karma. Then adhibhutam, number 4. Cha, Kim proktam, adhidaivam. Yes. What did Bhagavan do in the sloka? Sadhibhutani deivam. So you're all confused. So Arjuna is like us, beginner. So adhibhutam, I told you already there. Then adhidaivam, he has broken it for you. Arjuna belongs to our category, right? He's our friend. Okay. So how many happened? Sloka number 1. How many terms have come? Repeated from 5. Very good. Mathematics la ella improve agum. Study Bhagavad Gita, improve mathematics, Sanskrit, everything. Then sloka number 2. Adhiyajnaha. There or not? Repeat or not? So foundation has been laid in the 7th chapter. Number 6. Katham kotra. What is katham? What is kaha? What is atra? We'll see. Dehe asmin madhusudana. Asmin dehe. So Arjuna is very brilliant. He says everything is in the body itself. I heard somewhere. Okay, we'll understand that. Then prayana kale jneyosi niyatatmabhihi. Prayana kale jneyaha. Write down. Prayana kale katham jneyaha. So there are three terms. Bhagavan told something about prayana kale. Prayana kale apicha viduhu. Viduhu and jneyaha are one and the same. So that is what number? What is the number? 7. So 5 in sloka number 1, 2 in sloka number 2. So totally 7. Mathematics clear? Na. Saptadvipa Vasundhara. Saptadvipa cha Medini. Somewhere we heard, no? Saptadvipa cha Medini. Where? And mind should be sharp. Mangala shloka. Very good. So sharp. So you understand now? Chant 1, 2 and end the class. Atha Srimad Bhagavad Gita Ashtamodhyayah Akshara Brahma Yogaha Arjuno Vacha Kim tad Brahma Kim Adhyatmam Kim Karma Purushottama Adhibhutancha Kim Proktam Adhidevam Kim Uchyate Adhiyajnah Katham Kotra Dehesmin Madhusudana Prayana Kale Cha Katham Deyosi Niyatatmabhihi. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. One small announcement. Shortly or maybe within 24 hours, we'll be publishing the 8th chapter ebook. I can promise you it's one of the most wonderful ebook you will ever get anywhere in the world. Entire 8th chapter has been represented pictorially wonderfully by our concept team. I'll tell you, our concept is an excellent job. I have no words to praise them, especially such a complex topic, very difficult to understand, has been explained so beautifully through pictures, through flowcharts and everything. Whether you study the slokas or not, by merely looking at all the pictures, you will get Gnanam of 8th chapter. So please download and increase your knowledge and be prepared as you go through the 8th chapter until very, very engrossing, deep subject. Tell your relatives, friends. Anybody wants to know, sir, what is going to happen to me, sir, in the future? Don't need to go to any fortune teller, no Jyotish. Attend 8th chapter, you'll understand everything about your future. Hopefully, Bhagavan's grace is there, you will get the right path. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Who's chanting? Gita Sammasara Bhavam. Jagannath Gupta ji, please stand.
Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Namaskaram Pujya Sri Guruji. Namaskaram all of you. I am chanting the last 42nd stanza of chapter 10, Vibhuti Yoga, and first 6 stanzas of chapter 11, Vishwarupa Darsana Yoga. Sri Bhagavan Uvacha Atava Bahunaiti Kim Jnatena Tavajjana Vishtabhahyamidam Krishnam Ekam Chena Sthito Jagat. Om Tatsaditi Srimad Bhagavad Gita Su उपनिषत्सु ब्रह्मविद्यायां योगशास्त्रे श्रीकृष्णार्जुनसंवादे विभूतियोगो नाम दशमोऽध्यायः। ओम श्री परमात्मने नमः। अतः एकदशोऽध्यायः विश्वरूपदर्शनयोगः। श्री अर्जुन उवाच मदनग्रहाय परमं गुह्यमध्यात्मसंगितं यत्त्वयोक्तं वचस्तेन मोहोऽयं विगतो मम। भवाप्ययौखीभूतानां श्रुतौ विस्तरसो मया त्वत्ततः कमलप्रत्याक्ष महात्मा यमपि चाव्ययम् येम वे तद्यदात्तात्तम् आत्मानं परमेश्वरः दृष्टमिच्छामि ते रूपम् ऐश्वरं पुरुषोत्तम मन्यसेयादिच्छक्यं मया दृष्टुमिति प्रभो योगेश्वर ततो मे त्वं दर्शयात्मानमव्ययम्। श्रीभगवानुवाच पश्य मे पार्थरूपाणि शतशोधसहस्रशः नानाविधानि दिव्यानि नानावर्णकृतेन च पश्यादित्यान् वसून् रुद्रान् अश्विनौ मरुस्तथा बहून्न दृष्टपूर्वाणि पश्चाच्छर्याणि भारत। ओम शांति शांति
Shanti,
शांति।
Shanti. Very good. Excellent chanting, Gupta ji. See, Bhagavan is saying, Pashyame Partha Rupani, Shatashota Sahasrashaha, Nana Vidhani Divyani, Nana Varna Kritini Cha. It's a beautiful way he begins. About what? Vishwarupa Darshanam. How to have Darshanam of Bhagavan at the time of death. Next class should be very interesting. All of you waiting for it? We'll start the interesting topic next class. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Mute yourself, Jagannath ji. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om Tatsate. Krishna 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 Shubhamastu. Samasta Sanmangalani Bhuntyayata. Hari Om Narayana.